Welcome back. Hopefully you use that time wisely to make a few little pitches, get used to seeing how rectangles works, ovals, lines, and strings. So I'll show you a few more little features now. And I'll make a new little class here. And let's call this one second picture. And I'll show you a few more features Java has that makes this much more interesting. So what you always do is put extends applet, and then you need to import the applet. And then again, you're not going to put the public static void main. That's only for applications. For applets, you just put public void paint. Graphics, and this could be anything here. It's a variable. I usually just use the lowercase letter G. And I need to also import graphics. Java.awt. That's actually the class that holds all the information of how you could draw onto the screen. So you'll end up seeing that one a lot, java.awt. First thing I'm going to do that's a little different than last time is I'm going to set the size of the applet. Set size 1000 pixels, and that's left to right, by 1000 pixels up and down. So that will actually set the size so I don't have to keep increasing it as you saw me doing last time. I'm trying to think how big I actually want this screen to be. Okay, I'll mess with it as I go along. I might have to switch that size up. Okay, so something new. I want to set the background to a color. I don't want it to just be white anymore. So set the background color. The way you do this is you do color dot, and then you'll see a list of colors. These are the colors Java has defined for you. Later on, I'll show you a different way to make colors, but these are the most basic ones you have right here. And the one I'll pick that most people have never heard of is cyan. So if I set it as cyan, I run this, you should see, well, there it is. I should definitely make that a little smaller. Let's make it 500 by 500. 500 pixels left and right by 500 pixels up and down. So you run this now and it looks like that. Move it over. And that's the color cyan. That's the background. That's what you'll see the whole time. Now what I want to do is draw another rectangle at the bottom of the screen. I want to do, I want to do G dot fill rectangle. Draw rectangle. And where do I want to draw this? I want to draw it 0. I want to go down 300. So that means it's on the left side because it didn't go anywhere to the right, 0. It goes down 300. I want it to go across the whole bottom of the screen, so go 500 over. And then I want it to go down 200. And now if I hit run right now, there's a little blind there. That's all you see. You're seeing the top of the rectangle. If I made it a little bigger, you'd actually see the rectangle. And it's having some issues with that. But what I could do is there's actually some different things we could do. Let's say I wanted this rectangle to be filled in. Not just draw the rectangle, but fill in an entire rectangle. You would do G dot fill rectangle and leave it as that, and you could see now we would draw a black rectangle at the bottom, and it filled it in totally black. Let's say I didn't want it to be black. Let's say I wanted it to be a different color. I would do G dot set color dot, and then I get a list, and let's say I pick blue. And now you can see I picked blue, and here's the rectangle filled in. Now, I want to draw an oval. G dot. Now, last video I showed you draw oval. You do draw oval. And I said you could have X, Y, width, and height. Now, you could pick any X and Y you want, but just like math, you could have negative numbers. Those are sometimes off the screen. So I'm going to pick -40. So that's to the left of your screen, 40 pixels. So it's off the screen to the left. And then I'm going to pick -40 pixels for the Y. So that's above your screen, 40 pixels. And that's the top left corner of the oval. So if you assume there's a rectangle drawn around the oval, that's the top left corner. And then the height, I wanted to make it 80 pixels and the width 80 pixels. Now if I draw this, I run it. You see up top there's this little blue line right there. And the reason it's blue is because I said G dot set color to blue. Let's say I want it to be a different color. I didn't want it to be blue. G dot set color to yellow. There we go. Set it to yellow, now run it. And you should see that it's a little faint, it's a little hard to see, but there's a yellow line there. That's where the oval is. So instead of draw oval, I'm going to do fill oval. You draw it. Now you should see hopefully you should see what I'm trying to make, and that's a nice little sun up there. There's the sun in the corner of the sky. Now, it drew the entire oval. It just happens to be off the screen of this applet. And the rest of it's all the way over here. So 3/4 of it are drawn off the screen. And that will become real useful when we start making some of the video games. So the next part I want to do is, okay, I want to do G dot set color. I want to make the next color to white. And I want to do G dot fill oval. And the first one I want to make is I want to make it 230. So it's over 230 pixels. Down 50. The width I want 40, and the height I want 40. So if I run this, little circle there. Then the next one I want to do, G dot fill oval. I want this one to be at 225. I want it to be down 150, width 70, height 50. Let's see if this works. And then the last one I'm going to make, G dot fill oval. The X I want it to be 200. The width I want to be 100. I want it to be 200, and I want the height to be 100. I think this might work. Getting closer to what I want. I'm trying to make a snowman, and you should see what I'm trying to do is I'm actually playing with these numbers a little in my head, trying to get these to work out. So I need to make this much lower. So that top one I need to make maybe 130. Running it. Now it's smushing together a little too much. I need a little higher. The point I'm trying to show you here is that you need, and the best way to do these drawings especially when we get up to the more complex drawings and more complex video games, is you actually need to take out a piece of paper and draw, almost like coordinate graph for math, and make this. And you'll draw it out and you'll have all these numbers, and then you'll start coding. The best coders don't just start typing right away. Most of them sit there and draw this whole thing out on a piece of paper, having all the coordinates and everything in mind that they want. So next in this great masterpiece I am creating is I want to do G dot set color to black. It needs to be all capital letters black. Okay, and then we'll do G dot fill oval, trying to make the little eyes inside the snowman. So the snowman, I know it's over 230 down 110. So I want to be over 250 down 120, and I want just small little eyes there. Let's see if this one works out. There's that. And then I want another small little eye, oval, 240, 120, 5. And there's my little snowman in the sun melting away. So with this, now you have colors. You know how to fill things in. Your assignment for today is to look at this code, and I'll publish this code in Schoology. You'll have these videos to look at. You can look back at all these videos. I want you with your partner to make a Thanksgiving themed picture. Both of you need to submit it into Schoology, take a picture of it, and then submit it into Schoology under your name. You and your partner should have the same picture, but on your own computers. I want everyone programming this. This should be the start of the fun stuff. Okay, good luck.